Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my media buying journey so far. So I'm at Columbia University. I'm outside here. It's like around like 7 o'clock a.m. in the morning, and I'll tell you what I did last night. So, so want to know what the craziest part is that I slept at the library. So I stayed up all the way to like 4:30 a.m. And then I try to find a spot where I can like sleep. It was a little bit uncomfortable, but I know how to do meditation, and I meditated for like around like 2 hours until it was around like 6:20, and then I went to the gym. It was my first time going to the gym. It's huge. It's like the combination of Planet Fitness plus the YMCA just combined. And this is just paid for on my university because I paid the tuition for this. So, what is it, $600 for the semester? So, I mean, I gotta use it or lose it, you know. So let's talk about what I did last night. So let's start off with assigning things to the designers. So I went full hardcore on like assigning auto insurance creatives. I sent them like 5 variations of the ad that I saw on the ad library, and I want them to make like 10 unique ads very similar to it. I did the same thing with Final Expense. I wanted to make 10 unique image creatives variation for it, and then I asked them to make a logo design for Final Expense. Building something for seniors with smart finances. I'm also building one for auto insurance as well. And I do believe I have a third. I do believe I have a third logo that I'm building out. Oh yes, I remember now. That one is for a financial assistance site that I'm building out. So basically, what I want to do is when I build out the site, this financial assist site, it's there to monetize on post conversion. So this whole time I've been monetizing my ACA campaign, my Medicare disqualified, my employer's coverage enrolled, um, veteran coverage. Those are coming from ACA already. Like, I'm milking the shit out of this. And I remember when I was at Geek Out in May at New York, and I heard from Policy Jar, who like Coy and who's the other guy? I forgot. Coy and Carter, there we go. Is sawdust data. And sawdust data is basically what can you do with the data that's getting disconnected. And every time I see a campaign, I see I see you got the campaign connecting to the buyer, and then you have pre-conversion, which is what do you do if the call drops? What do you do if the call fails? What do you do if the call didn't get converted? How do you monetize on that one? And then you have post-conversion. Post-conversion is, let's say, call is converted. How do you continue monetizing that data? So, I've been taking this ACA campaign and I've been monetizing it on Medicare. I've been monetizing it on Mobile Pusher's benefit matcher offer. I've been monetizing it on auto insurance. I will send that lead over to a VAPI agent, and it's going to say something. Hey, unfortunately, we don't have any ACA buyer. Unfortunately, you don't qualify for ACA, but some good news. We can help you reduce your auto insurance. Are you interested in learning more? It's kind of like an IVR, but more interactive. And what I found out is that when I tried doing the ring bell call flow IVRs, people don't tend to press the keypads, and I try my best to do that. And see, it seems like the AI agent works better because people tend to speak better, and we want to make something that's like easy for them. So that's everything so far with monetizing the shit out of ACA. I'm gonna look if I get if and so now let's talk about the campaign that I'm running now. It's Final Expense. I'm testing it on. I'm testing Final Expense, and I'll be testing it on Facebook ads. I posted on Instagram like this whole huge chart. Like, I'm building something that's like from the start to the finish, like creating the campaign, creating the buyer, creating the call flow, creating the routing plan, setting up setting up the track drive account, the offer, the pixel. It's the whole flow from the start to the beginning. And I was trying to time myself how long it will take for me. Like before, the last time I did this was like a few months ago, and my current record was around like 3 hours. It takes me around 3 hours to build this out. So now this one, it took me almost 2 hours, which is not that bad. Everything from like start to finish. Now, yes, I did cheat it, cause I'm only one person, and I gotta like rip those creatives, so um, so we're gonna test them out. I use ad refresh to make sure the metadata is removed, to make the ad look unique and stuff like that. So this way the CPMs are low. And then I want to make sure all the data. I did a test call like around like during the last of like 4:30 before it ended there, where I want to make sure my sub ID parameters are being passed into Ringba, and like I have like 20 sub parameters in there. And a lot of people have been telling me, why use Redtrack? Why use the click tracker? And my answer to those is, number one, media buying is a professional business. It's not a hobby. I want to be able to media buyer is just such a broad term, because it's just you're just buying media. But when it comes to the performance industry, the term affiliate media buyer means that you are in charge of not just buying the media, you are in charge of putting out the landing page. You are in charge of optimizing it. You are a data scientist. You are a web developer. You are a problem solver. And and that's really what that person is. And when it comes to this profession, and I'm really used to this, and Redtrack allows me to see every single data, like that, the click that comes in. I want to be able to pass back all these parameters from Facebook to my landing page, and then from my landing page, I collect those tags and send it to Ringba. If you don't set this up, you're never gonna know which offer was. You're not gonna know exactly which landing page is working. You're not gonna know what placement, what iOS device was working, what ad set, what ad name, or what campaign name. This is really important. UTM parameters and capturing the macro tokens is crucial. And I've been doing this even before I touched Facebook, TikTok, and stuff like that. When I did programmatic advertising with push pop, I'll collect like 12 parameters, and then I'll be able to see the data like on a dating offer on running Europe traffic, and I'll see exactly what placements to kick out, what placements to keep, what to whitelist, blacklist, and to see exactly what browser is working, what device type is working. Is it iOS? Is it Android? What version of it is going well? Is it the iOS 14, the 15? Is it Android 10, 11, 12? So this is something that's very important, because the moment, if you don't set this up and you buy traffic, you're blind. You're really blind. You're gonna be blind to see what really works. An analogy I can give this to you is, let's say you are in the military, and you got like this radar. This radar does basic scanning, and you're scanning for missiles. It can only scan like missiles, but then guess what? You didn't do any upgrades. You didn't add any add-ons. Let's say you add some add-ons. Now I know exactly what type of missile it is. Okay, it's a ballistic missile. Its top speed is at 500 kilometers per hour or something like that. And that's exactly when it comes to media buying. You need to track everything. You're buying data, so why be blind to it and use something? Now if you can't really afford Redtrack, then there's free versions of it. One of them is called BMOB, BEMOB. Another one is called Skiro.edu. That one's also free. You can do up to like a million clicks. A third one I always recommend to people. It's called Max Conversion. And those are free trackers that you can start out using. So if you're on a tight budget, start with those, and then later on, once you build enough income, then go for like a professional graded like Redtrack. They have really amazing support. The community is amazing, and a lot of people that I work with are a lot of media buyers are using Redtrack. So, it's something where if I need some help, they're gonna see my tracker, and they know exactly how to navigate Redtrack easily. Another important thing, when you're running media buys is having these third-party analytics. And I bet you're probably wondering, why am I putting Google Analytics on there? Why Hotjar? Why Microsoft Clarity? Why all these weird analytic tools? The reason is that it's better to track it and not track it and not use it than to not track it and then you need it. So like I mentioned, once you buy the data, if you don't have those implemented, those little add-ons, those little upgrades to help you optimize your landing page, you're never gonna see. You're gonna be blind to it. So, mostly what I use, a lot of it's using for landing pages, so I can see exactly what clicks are doing well, how the user is navigating around the landing page, how their mouse is moving up and down, they're scrolling, what is the percentage on the what is it called? It's something, I forgot it. It's something where it's like there's like a full whatever. It's like a scroll rate or something. Heat map. What buttons are people pressing? Like you can tell if the headlines, if the headline is good, if the headline's not good, if the button's working, if the button's not working, and these are free. I haven't spent a single dime on any of these softwares. It's 100% free. Utilize it. Like install it. Just install Google Tag Manager, and like all you gotta do is just upload the script, and boom, you can get this done in like 10 minutes. Like implementing all of them. So that's basically when it comes to optimizing your landing page. So today we're gonna start with a $500 test campaign. We're gonna spend $50 per day. We're gonna run 4 ad variations, and we're going to dig down, and this is gonna be a run of networks. So and my targeted age group is going to be 50 plus. We'll see what happens. I'll be able to see the placements, see what headlines are working, see what primary text, and then optimize on that. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower, and I'm gonna upload this right away. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Let's kick some ass, guys. Let's kick some fucking ass. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.